What is happening, fishers?
What's
Welcome
happening,
to Tackle
fishers?
Tuesday. Dinya from Untraceable Fishing here tonight with Jared from Bullmurray Fishing Tackle, and welcome to
Tackle Tuesdays.
So guys, with summer quickly approaching an end, our time to go fishing in the evenings is going to start getting less and less. As from the 21st of December, the summer solstice, it starts getting darker a bit sooner every night. We're still blessed with some nice summer evenings. But that time, that valuable time of getting home from work, having something to eat, packing your fishing stuff, is coming to an end really soon, guys. So
Yeah.
I don't know how long it pretty much takes you, Jared. If, say, you're going to go fishing and you haven't prepared, how long does it take you to prep your bag and get everything ready?
Look, it can take some time, especially if you're not knowing what's ready.
Yeah.
I mean, also, like, bearing in mind, not everybody's fortunate like you guys, where you stay right there by the sea.
You're still going to
For
drive to your
me,
venue.
I might still, the closest for me, if I run down to Nahoon, it'll still take me 15, 20 minutes to get there.
And so
you know?
maybe 20, 30 minutes to pack your
to
fishing
pack
stuff.
your stuff,
So
depending on what you're doing.
So you've
So
got-
it can take some time, and you're killing daylight hours.
Exactly. So you lost an hour of time, guys. Especially
100%.
the way I get super excited, guys. My favorite time of the year is shad season, guys. I get down from work pretty much 5 o'clock. In the middle of winter, you pretty much got an hour left to fish just before the sun goes down, and that's your prime time, guys. So what if I told you I can get ready for fishing in less than 15 seconds? You believe me, I could do it.
How are you going to do that?
Watch this, guys. So it's easy like that, guys. So you can count time, guys. I'm even going to take my time here.
Little sling
And
bag
that's right,
there.
little sling bag, guys. So that's probably 5 seconds of my time, guys. Bait box out the freezer, guys. Pre-packed the night before, the day before.
And a little headlight.
Headlight on, guys. Grab my rod and I'm ready to go. You're going to say to me, there's no ways with what I'm carrying. Super light, guys. I can even run to my spot. I can have a successful fishing session out of this, guys.
Oh, definitely.
But we're going to break this down for you, show you what you pack in your little light gear. To have a good 2 or 3 hours fishing, you can even fish longer out of it, depending how the fish are biting. So let's get all this kit off me. It's super light, guys. I've just got the bare necessities here for you. So obviously the number one choice is, if you're like me and you own, I'm sure Jared, you own a good couple of rods and reels and
That's
all
right.
sort of setups. What I like to do, Jared, like if I'm running down for a quick throw after work, I don't know if you guys like it, I like to grab a nice 11-foot, 1 to 3 ounce 11-foot, little 5 or 6,000 size reel. I can catch anything on that foot.
Oh, yeah. No, I
Listen,
got a little setup like
Yeah,
that.
I'm not going to go run and target 100-kilo sharks or something with it. I'm just going for edibles. I might be chasing some bluefish, some shad, maybe a nice cob.
Yeah.
And a setup like this does more than enough for you guys. As long as the sea is not crazy on its head, 2-3 meter swell, you can pretty much scratch in the gullies, you can fish off the surf, you can throw some lures, a very good multi-purpose setup. So we've got 3 setups here tonight, guys. You don't have to have a crazy big budget. You can get away with quite some nice entry-level stuff that's quite good and decent. So on the beginning end of the scale, Jared's going to run through the rods and reels here for us.
This will be the Assassin Spintech 11-foot extra heavy. We've just paired it tonight with the Akuma Seymour 55. Sort of like on your more budget side of things. For the average angler that's going to go down, we might not have quite as quality a tackle as the next oak, but still more than enough to be able to do your lighter tackle fishing.
And it's going to get the job done. You can pull any
Yeah,
fish,
you
guys.
fish like 15, 30 pound, like 30 pound
Right,
braid.
yeah.
You fish a 2 ounce sinker, catch a bit of everything on something like that.
So a lot of you guys think, oh, a little 11-foot rod, guys. Can you pull big fish in 11-foot rod, guys? Listen, if you've got top-end rods, you can pull any fish in the world. I can promise you I've fished with a rod that's even more affordable than that. My grow-up rod is the Penn Allegiance 3. I went from the Allegiance 2 to the Allegiance 3. It's an $8.99 rod, currently discontinued, guys. I've got fish over 10 kilos. I'm talking cob over 10 kilos. I've got black silver up to 8 kilos. I've got silvers up to 7 kilos on a little 11-foot. Yes, the stars do need to be in your favor, and you do need to take your time, but
Yeah,
they
if
are
you-
capable of landing good fish.
If you're the right person's behind the rod and you got everything correct, I believe you'll be able to catch a nice
Yeah.
fish like that.
100%, guys. And then even the guys, like, if a little shark does come along, there are videos of we're putting some raggy pups out of smaller rods like this, which is hell of a good fun, guys.
I've seen those.
Then the second setup, if you've got a little bit more budget to spare, guys, this is the exact setup I pretty much fish with at the moment. To me, this is what you need, guys. So I've got Jared will run through the rod and reel for us.
So what Dean's got here, this would be the 11-foot Loomis and Franklin Archipelago. This exact model is the 1.5 to 4 ounce. Dean's got that paired up with a Penn Battle DX5000. Yeah, these start to get into sort of your better quality components, a slightly stiffer backbone. It
Better
allows,
quality reel.
yeah, better quality reel. It allows you just to be able to fish a little bit heavier in case there is a bit more current or you need a little bit of a further sail or to bully a fish a little bit more. Compared with the Penn Battle 5000, if you're getting splashed a little bit, it'll last a lot longer. Especially, I mean, with this setup, you're hopping up and down the rocks.
You're jumping all over the place.
You're bound to get a little bit wet sometimes.
So guys, listen, the reason I like this, besides I'm not brand specific, guys, I'm not sponsored by any brands, this to me is just balanced. The most balanced 11-foot setup I've come to date. This is like hands down so balanced. I enjoy fishing with. The reel's super strong, guys. It pulls anything. The reason I like this rod 1.5 to 4 ounce, I can comfortably get away with a 3 ounce sink on this. I can still throw a whole sard or a decent sized squid bait if I'm looking for a cob or something like that, which is quite nice for an 11-foot. And then if you have a bit more money to play with, guys,
the cream of the crop,
the cream of the crop. This is we are going to Mazeppa Bay in April, and this is what our budget is busy saving for, guys. So hopefully Andrew and I make the budget. So we're looking at the Jared will run through it.
This would be the Assassin Affinity. This is the 11-foot. I believe they've grabbed the double extra heavy. So this is the 2 to 4 ounce paired with the Shimano Twin Power 6000. This is sort of your high-end setup. It's something your average angler might not fish with, but as Dean's saying, you're going to Mazeppa, you're going to Gabon and those places. It's a really high-end setup. If you're spending the money to do big trips like that, they're well worth it. You can target anything on a setup like this. There's been some amazing fish, big tarpon, big jacks, and all sorts. And it'll still double up as a really nice scratching setup, as Dean has said.
Yeah. So if you are targeting trophy fish, guys, and you do have the extra budget, look at something like that. But a little bit of less budget, and I promise you can get away with catching equally as good fish. It just makes fishing a bit more
it makes it a bit more fun and pleasurable with the slightly better setup.
Okay, guys, so my 11-foot setups, a lot of guys will fish 15 pound, 20 pound because they're throwing lures. I'll fish 11-foot because I'm multi-purposing. I'm throwing lures and I'm scratching in some heavy. I'll even, if I've got a little bit of rock bait, I'll throw for a silver with us in the evening if needs be. So I like fishing 30-pound braid, guys. Yeah. It is a bit of overkill for this, but it's more, it's not the breaking strength, it's more the bit of the diameter, thickness I want.
Yes.
So if you are looking at a budget, guys, everyone knows the Loomis and Franklin Connect braid, beautiful braid for on a budget. Grinder is excellent braid, guys. Hands down, one of the best mid-level braids you get like that. You're getting a decent braid there.
And then the DNA would be, I think Dean and I fish a lot with this. Yeah. This is one of the more premium braids.
Yes.
The guys sometimes argue, why buy something more expensive? Stuff like this, you don't go through it often. You don't get much issues with colors fading.
No wind knots.
Lot
less wind knots.
And it lasts longer. It's slightly harder, but that is for me better within amongst the rocks. And I agree with you. Yeah. I'll also fish a 30-pound. We did a trip last year to the Transkei, and I fished something like this the whole week.
Yeah.
Beautiful to walk around, not just for your 1-2 hours. You want to travel a little bit, hop around on the gullies, not be restricted to one place. You can walk for kilometers with something like this.
So exactly what Jared's, I'm going to reiterate what Jared's saying, guys. If I get home from work and I don't know what I'm fishing for, if I'm not going for a cob session or a reggie session or something like that, especially when I'm fishing alone, I'll grab my 11-foot, grab my little Sling Master, grab my little cooler, and 90% of the time I'll catch fish.
Yeah.
For the reason is I'm not stuck to fishing one spot, guys. Yes. I can fish. I've got about 2 kilometers to the left of me. I can fish. I've got about 15 different spots. In that 2 hours, I can have 2 throws in each spot, and I'll end up finding fish. If it's a blacktail, if it's a shad, I can change rigs as I go, throw lures. I can get as much out of my fishing session as possible.
Yeah, the drop shot guys will cover long distances walking with this thing.
So this is what I like about this, guys. Preliminary, what we call a drop shot style fishing rod is a long butt. But they work out. There's beautiful bait rods too, which I've found, guys. 70% of my fishing prior YouTube used to be done on an 11-foot, guys. I only used to fish 11-foot, and we only used to fish 11-foot. We did transgress because obviously the guys want to see us catching bigger fish and sharks and things like that. So what is in the magic bag, guys? That little bag. That's the little bag I take with me. So we're going to pop that open, guys. So I carry very basic stuffs with me.
Let's have a look-see.
So in the front pouch, I carry my lures. This is exactly what I carry to the T, guys. This is identical to what I carry. I'm lucky I've had more in front of me. I can pop off the shelf. So I carry 2 clones of various colors, a pink and a natural color. My colors might vary. So 2 baby clones I'll have in front there. Some shad and some cob around. And then I just keep it simple, guys. Cob factor have made life super easy. Pre-read cob factors. Jig head, lure. So I carry them just like that in a nice bag. I'll carry 3 with me. Listen, you can get a good couple of cob on these.
Oh yeah.
If you lose 1 or 2, all you do is replace them at the end of the trip. So lure-wise, on an outing, that's what I'll carry with me. Very simple. Probably a bit of overkill, but rather have too much and too little. Then when it comes to bait fishing, guys, terminal tackle-wise, I fit everything into a tiny little bag. So what can you fit in all this little bag? Well, a lot more than you can think of. So obviously the bag comes introduced a nice little scissors pouch, which makes life easy. So you have a nice little pair of braid scissors. You can pop in there, out the way. And then inside the bag, so what we're going to do is unpack this.
Little
Nice
fishes
fishes,
trace pouch.
Trace pouch. The best thing money can buy, guys. The little clippers that Sensation make. You guys have to get yourself a pair of these. They make cutting braid and cutting leader so easy. You clip it onto your belt. Nice, it tucks out the way. You don't have to worry about dropping it in the sand or anything like that. Then I just carry 2 different sizes of a mono leader with me. Normally a 0.4 and a 0.6. That gets most of my scratching and lure fishing out the way. Other than that, a little selection, guys. So in my trace bag, I'll have pre-made traces. I'll carry some bluefish traces, a couple of shad traces, and a couple of bigger non-ed traces that I will make up before the time to make fishing a bit easier.
Yeah, definitely.
So I like to carry
Definitely.
5 bluefish traces, 5 shad traces, and 5 bigger fish traces if I don't know what I'm going to be targeting that day, guys. So obviously all those little goodies. Little number 6 offset, circle, good quality shad hook. What else we got there? We should have some little Daiichis. Yes, my little bluefish hook of choice. Tri-swivels, especially when it comes to
that's a
simple
must.
fishing like that. For bluefish and shad traces, tri-swivels are the way forward. And just 5 little sinkers, guys. 3-ounce sinkers, which is more than enough for evening scratching fishing. And obviously little bluefish floats, guys. So that takes care of what goes in that bag. Not a lot at all. All fits in there quite comfortably. Make sure your fishing license is with you at all times, or on your phone. And then one thing I did find that makes the life a lot easier, guys. Jared's going to run through the little BKK snaps here for us.
These are the little BKK snap swivels. There are a couple of brands in the market that you can look at. These ones are quite nice. So a lot of the guys will mainly use these for your drop shot angling. So if Dean wants to change from a paddle tail to a clone, for an example, or even changing different colors, it makes your life easy. You don't have to shorten your leader, especially I find, when you're in a hurry, you don't want to have to sit and retire leaders because you're now cutting it short. And the beautiful part about it as well is if you buy something like this, a decent quality quick clip, you can even fish bait with it. I've got a little 30-pound quick clip that I use, and I've got a 60-70 kilo ragged tooth shark on it.
100%.
Not quite as light of a setup like this, but the quick clips make your life easy and just convenient.
So if I'm fishing for bluefish and sun, listen, it's a bit too dark now. I'm going to change to a shad trace. 1 clip on, 1 clip off. My shad trace is on. I don't have to tie knots. Don't have to worry about undoing leader line. Quick and easy.
A big time saver.
Okay, guys. So let's pack this little bag up quickly. I'm going to show you how easy it is. Obviously, all those goodies are going to be pre-made. So that'll all be in the beautiful Fishes Say Trace bag. So that's how easy it fits into the bag. 2 spools of leader line, guys. 0.4 and 0.6 is what I choose to fish with. Obviously, it can vary per angler. I carry 5 sinkers, 3-ounce sinkers, or 2-ounce sinkers, depending on the rod. A little clip, which will actually be attached to the bag at the time. It's obviously in the store. I don't want to open it. And then my lures, guys. 2 clones. So a clone will go home, and maybe 3 cob factors, guys. 2 or 3 cob factors. And that takes care of all your fishing needs, guys. Can give you a quick, nice evening fishing session. Or if you are traveling, nice and easy to carry around. But not all you guys are going to say, now what about, I see there's some bait traces there. What are we going to do about bait, guys? Well, I know
These are
GoFrost
beautiful.
and Safari both make a nice little, I'll call them a little kidney bucket. I don't know actually what their correct name is.
It's
so
more like a little, little bait tub, basically.
Bait tubs. This is as simple as, guys, stays on your waist. Keeps your bait nice and frozen. Your prawns, you can put a couple of sardines in it, a small squid or 2. So you get it clipped here, and you got your bait with you ready to go. It's got a beautiful cutting board built in on the top. You don't have to carry a cutting board around with you. And then inside, I'll clip it, guys. Got a nice inside. What I just carry myself.
Little knife.
Nice little Rapala, make a beautiful little knife that fits in here super sharp. And a little tub of cotton, guys. That's all you need. 4 or 5 pilchards in there, a little bit of pink prawn or a little squid.
A little bit of rock bait.
Whatever you got, and you are exactly a little bit of rock bait. There we
100%.
go. And you're good for go, guys. So if you are one of those guys that are pushed for time, and you've never got time to go fishing, and you think it takes too long to get ready in the evenings, things like that, I promise you it doesn't. Get home, pre-fill your cooler with bait for the next day, keep it in the freezer.
Yeah.
Make sure all your traces are always made, your bags thing, and you can go fishing within 15 to 20 seconds from getting home. Throw in a different pair of shoes, throw in a headlight, and go out there and have some fun, guys. You can get a lot more fishing sessions in. Go down half an hour, even if you don't catch fish, guys, just get that bit of relaxation in, a little bit of stress and work out the way.
To relax after work. Sometimes it's not just about catching fish. It's about being able to be there and just get your mind off of everything.
Anyway, guys, so thanks for joining us this evening. If there's any tips and tricks that you guys have that you can teach us to make things even more simple, I'll probably still overcomplicating things there a bit, that you guys do, please let us know in the comments below. Please don't forget to subscribe to Untraceable Fishing. Check out Bill Moria's webpage. All these beautiful items are available for purchase, guys. If you are looking at the new Affinity and Twin Power, I'd definitely look at that. Shad season is around the corner. All these rods will make beautiful, beautiful shad setups.
Definitely.
As well, drop shot setups. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us this evening. So I'm Dean from Untraceable Fishing and Jared from Bill Moria Fishing Tackle. Thanks for joining us for Tackle Tuesday.
Cheers.